Hey guys, okay, so I'm going to be making some homemade baby food, and today I went to the home economist and picked up some pears, a butternut squash, and an acorn squash. I did a baby food video a few days ago. I don't know if you watched it or not, and if you did, and you're wondering where it's at, I actually deleted the video because dummy me, I know you're not supposed to unthaw and refreeze breast milk, and I wasn't putting two and two together when I was making my baby food for some reason, and I used frozen milk in the baby food that I was going to refreeze, and I don't remember her name right now, but anyway, she watched my video and she told me what I did wrong, and I was like, gosh, you know, that was really stupid because I knew that you weren't supposed to unthaw and refreeze breast milk. So all of that food that I made, I have actually thrown out. So that kind of sucked, but I'm glad she brought it to my attention because I would have fed it to Noah, not thinking twice about it. So anyhow, I am going to be remaking the butternut squash, as well as well, I didn't do any acorn squash, but I'm going to do acorn squash too, and we're also going to make pears. And obviously he's not going to eat all this stuff right now because I'm going to wait like 3 to 5 days in between each food that I give him. But so yeah, anyhow, I've also made some carrots. Yesterday I made some carrots, and I also made some peas yesterday. But I just want to go ahead and get some things made so that when he is ready to eat like the new foods or whatever, I already have it ready, and all I have to do is unthaw it. So I'm just kind of getting prepared right now. And the frozen baby food puree is good in your freezer for up to 3 months. So I mean, I'm kind of like ahead of the game, I guess you can say. But anyhow, I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'll go into getting it made. So here is what I got. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Here is the butternut squash. Don't roll away. And the acorn squash. And this is my stuff. Some stuff for me to snack on. And two pears. So this is what I'm going to work on now. I'm actually, like last time when I did this, I actually peeled it and cut it into pieces and steamed it. But since I'm doing an acorn squash too, I'm just going to cut them in halves, scoop out the centers, and then I'm going to bake them while I steam the pears. I figure that'll give me enough time to get these baked, these steamed, and then pureed, and be ready to pull these out and puree these as well. So I'll get this cut up and ready to put in the pan, and I'll get these peeled and cored, and then I will come back and show you what I've done so far. Okay guys, so I've got these cut, and they're sitting in some water. My pan is not dirty, it's just like everything that you cook kind of like bakes on it. So anyhow, everything's been cored out and it's sitting in here, and I am putting that in the oven at 350. So, and the pears are up here steaming right now. So this will be done, the skin will start peeling up on them, and they'll be really soft, and so then I'll take them out and puree them. Okay, so these are the pears, and you can see they're done now. So, oh, there goes the steam. Okay, so I'm going to put them into the processor and let them cool off for just a little while I feed Noah, and then I'll come back and start to puree these down. Okay, so the pears are pretty much done now. They sat in here just for about 30 minutes while I fed Noah his bottle. They smell so good. I'd like to eat some of these myself. So that's it. That's the pears right there. Very nice consistency. It's about how I make his rice right now. Maybe just a little bit watery, more watery than this. But so this is it, and then I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna scoop little spoonfuls out into little little ice cube trays, and then I'll cover it with plastic wrap and put it into the freezer. Okay, I'm not scooping it into the ice trays right now. What I'm doing first is I'm going to pour it into this mesh strainer, and then I am going, sorry, my husband's not here. He was going to do this, hold the camera for me, but anyways, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to pour all of it in here, and I'm going to go back and forth and stir it around, and it's actually just going to push it through the mesh strainer to make sure everything's nice and thin and there's no chunks or anything. And if there is anything left that won't go through the strainer, then I'll just toss that. So, okay, so everything went through the strainer. There it is, strained into the bowl without anything left over. So it's great, no waste. And so now I'm going to scoop it from the bowl into the ice cube trays, cover it with plastic wrap, and then throw it into the freezer and let it freeze until probably about this time tomorrow, so about 24 hours. Okay, so I know it's a little dark, but my oven lights burn out. Let me see. But anyways, you can see the skin's peeling up here, and then you can just push right through it, and the fork goes in and out real easy. So it's done. So I'm going to pull these out, and I'll let them cool, and then I'll puree them. Okay, the squash is done. This is the butternut squash here, and in these 5 holes here. This little mark here is so that I'll know that this here part is acorn squash, because it's so similar in color. By the time it freezes, I probably won't know the difference. And just to show you that when it's done, I put them in these little bags, and this is peas that I made yesterday. I individually wrap them into little cube with cellophane, and just stick them in here and date them, and that's it. They should last about 3 months in the freezer, so that way I'll know what it is and how long it's good for. So, and I will post more videos as I make more homemade baby food.